if we can identify a problem and we don't want to talk about the solution, then what does it mean as a people? It means that there is indeed leadership deficit in this country. I've had Commissioner of Agriculture called in after receiving our letters. Many of them, close about 13 or 14 of them called and said, look, this initiative is a very laudable initiative. We would have loved to be here. But this matter is a very sensitive issue. We are afraid. And I don't know how we as a people should be afraid of finding a solution to our problem. As an organization, we carefully contributed, some people even contributed little money just for us to have this conference. We never got any sponsorship from anybody. In fact, the only sponsorship we got today, I have to say this thing, is from the Nigerian Police Force, the FCT Command, who donated water for us to drink. So many people have come to ask us, do we have refreshment? I said, we are here for a sober reflection. We're here to talk about the issue affecting us as a people, not for us to marry. If we had opportunity to add food and drink to what we are doing here, we would have done that. But we do not have the capacity to do so. But we have a solution. The solution will not end on this podium here or within the conversation we are having here. There is a bigger implementation procedure, because as a Nigerian, I'm a full-fledged Nigerian. My parents, or my grandfather and my great-grandfather, they're all Nigerians. I should not be afraid of my country. I should not be afraid to speak when it is time for me to speak. I must speak, and I will continue to speak, and not just speaking, I will act further. So for us in LJE, we are very determined. We are very determined to mobilize Nigerians more on this conversation. The conversation will not end here. We will implement fully all the recommendations that will arise from this conversation. And as a matter of fact, after this conversation, we're going to put up a communique and we'll send to all the critical stakeholders, including those people who are afraid to come and speak on this issue. And we'll have a timeline. We're not going to keep talking. We will act as a people. We will not relent. This is a foundation we are laying today, and this foundation, we believe it is very critical. We must not go to the street all the time. But for the headers, they have so many challenges. I've listened to so many of them. We have had conversations, and what is mixing in all of this thing is policy implementation. And we have said it. Our dear president, our governors, and all the critical stakeholders, they must listen to Nigerians. We have carefully, for over 7 months, went through the nooks and crannies of this country. We have interviewed people, because we also have a media department. We have interviewed farmers. We have interviewed market women. We have interviewed different aspects of people in this country, and we have been able to come up with so many suggestions, so many pains, so many tragedies, people who have suffered as a result of this crisis. And we said, for how long are we going to keep up pretending that all is well? We cannot. I would have loved to go to farm. I have land in my village. I'm from Eka South. I'm from Agbo in Delta State. I have land I would have naturally planted my crops, but I can't do so. I can't. So I want to say that leadership is a key. The political leaders, every individual here have a role to play. And we must play our role to the best of our ability to ensure that this country is safe, not just for us, but for our children. If we don't address this issue today, it will be difficult for our children yet unborn to address this issue. Thank you very much.